Hello everybody, oops, I should press the play button. It's Taco Tuesday somewhere in the world, and I'm TychoCelchuuu here to give you the rundown on the tacos during this Company of Heroes 2 match between Princess of Camelot, probably not a real princess, and Tab Australian Magic. Princess of Camelot is ranked, I think, 44th with the British, which is what she is playing, and Tab Australian Magic, I don't know how highly ranked Tab Australian Magic is with the Auster, so maybe we'll have to find out by watching the play of this player versus the British player. I said I'd give you the rundown on the tacos because it's Taco Tuesday somewhere, and have you ever had hibiscus flower tacos? Good stuff. That's cool. So let's see what these pioneers do. It's always interesting to watch pioneers in a match versus the British because they have pretty much no chance versus the infantry section, so you gotta either use them to cap stuff that your opponent's not going to be busy with, or do this sort of thing, which is occupy a house because you want to get, I mean, normally it's because you want to get a machine gun in it, but the German player is just building grenadiers so far, so I guess the plan was to keep the opponent from getting the house, seeing as the opponent went machine gun third. That's a prescient German player. So I said the Pioneers can't really do much versus the infantry sections. They could have actually done some pretty good damage when the infantry sections were like right here, real close to the Pioneers. If the Pioneers had just stayed still and fired. And even this, while they're sort of chasing them back to the house, as long as you're real close with these Pioneers, you can do some damage with those MP40s. So we didn't see the German player trying to make too much use of that. Mostly it was about trying to hang on to that house. But we see now, I mean, that took a while to set up, but we see now that since the British player can just take this house with a machine gun, I don't know what the big to-do was. Sometimes you really want to secure this house because you don't want someone set up in here trying to shoot this thing because you want to capture this when you're cut off from your fuel. But notice the German player doesn't have the fuel, doesn't have this, doesn't have this munitions, doesn't have anything here on the right, just has the strategic point, in fact, so I don't know why there was so much of a fuss. And again, we see garrisoning this house, this German player being very defensive with these early movements. In the very early game, remember, so much of the map is virgin territory, and you need your infantry there as soon as possible to capture it, and any time that they're hanging around in buildings, God, this is just ugly as motherfuck. Anytime you've got your infantry sitting around in buildings, or anytime they're doing anything static that's not capping a point, you're just not really getting much out of it, so German player not feeling the burn, I guess you could say. And by feeling the burn, I don't mean feeling the Bernie Sanders. I mean feeling the burn like gotta move, gotta get going. I've been playing a lot of Bloodright, a new video game out. If you ever played Bloodline Champions, it's a lot like that. I played Bloodline Champions for literally one round, then I quit and never played again. That was a few years ago. Bloodright is a new game. I guess it's on Steam if you buy early access. You can wait till it comes out for realsies because it's gonna be free to play. It's like a top-down fighting game sort of thing. Anyways, in that game, as in basically every video game I play, I just go fucking ham, as my teammate put it, hard as a motherfucker. I'm just crazy aggressive, and one of the reasons I love Company Heroes, and Company Heroes 2, I guess I love, I don't know, it's sort of a love-hate kind of thing. The reason I like these real-time strategy games so much is because they're all about aggression. All the resources are here out on the map, these little points that you gotta get. The way to win is to find your opponents and flank them and go around and charge them with your people, and even when you're sitting in cover and stuff, it's all dynamic and aggressive and things like that. Until they introduce the fucking British in opposing fronts, and then the fucking British Company Heroes 2 are not as bad. The British in this game are nowhere near as bad as they were in opposing fronts. But these fucking trenches, I got nightmares, man. I got nightmares, I'll tell you. Jesus, I wake up at night in cold sweat. And I'm like, oh god, the British are coming, the British are coming. But they're not so bad this time. So, but generally, Company Heroes 2 is such a dynamic game, and Company Heroes is such a dynamic game. 2 fucking mortars, holy shit, not a very dynamic game if you have 2 fucking mortars and a machine gun. But that's why I like it so much. And because it's such a dynamic game, you really can't just sit around and rest, because if you do that, your opponent's going to capture more of the map than you, and you're going to get your ass pushed in. They'll push it right in, then you won't have such a fat, attractive behind. So that'll be bad. It's just weird building. So the British clearly expecting a scout car rush from a normal human being. the German player is obviously not a normal human being because the German player has built 2 goddamn mortars and has revealed 2 mortars. The tricky thing is when you have 2 mortars, and especially when your opponent's like set up in buildings and trenches like this, for a little while you can keep up the charade that you only have 1 mortar. Because if there's a mortar firing here and it bombards the thing, and then a little while later there's a mortar here and it bombards this thing, your opponent can think, oh, they moved the mortar from here to here. But surprise, no, you actually have 2 mortars. So as long as you don't bombard simultaneously with them. The value of tricking your opponent into thinking you have 1 mortar is not super big. I really wouldn't lose sleep over it. But it's a thing you can do, and the less information your opponent has, the better. Certainly, oh Jesus, motherfucking Christ. I love how that guy ran this way around. Jesus, what the fiddly fuck? These things are like point blank accurate, and they're falling in the same place too. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I can't even take it. I can't even. Guys, of all the things I can even, this isn't one of them. Yeah, so, I don't know, confusing your opponent. So, in this case, having 2 mortars confuses your opponent because that makes it even less likely that you're gonna, well, the mortars don't confuse the opponent. Once they know you've gone 2 mortars, they're like, well, this motherfucker's got 2 mortars, I guess it's time to not get hit by 2 mortars. But if you have 1 mortar when you actually have, they think you have 1 mortar when you actually have 2, that's a bit confusing because they're still gonna be wary about the armored car rush because everyone and their mother rushes armored cars as the Germans, and well, then here's a scout car anyways, but that's later than it could have been because all this manpower went into the mortars, and so this AT gun spent a long time being worse than useless. Couldn't even try and do anything because the mortars would have immediately zeroed in on him. So we have an armored car out at about the same time as the British armored car. So the British has elected to go for the Snickers camouflage to make the cars look like a Snickers candy bar. So I definitely approve of that. If you have access to the Snickers candy bar camouflage, I highly recommend it. The German, meanwhile, has gone for the moldy Snickers. I don't like moldy Snickers candy bars. I'm actually not a huge Snickers fan either. Not a huge candy fan. Not a huge sweet fan. I like vegetables. Vegetables are the foods that I crave. Vegetables and bread. And beans. I like beans and rice. What was I gonna... Oh, I was gonna look down at these things. This is Vanguard Operations. Raid Operation, Forward Logistics Glider, Vehicle Crew Repairs, Strafing Support, Crocodile Board, Mobile... Oh, shit, that was the wrong... Oh, fuck, okay. I've seen this before. Advanced Defensive Operations, Improved Fortification. Jesus, don't go for that. I don't want to see what that's like. Assembly, the assembly will dispatch Royal. I don't even know what the hell's. What's the forward assembly? That's the name for a building. I don't like this doctrine. Advanced emplacement. I don't like that at all. Don't do that. What's the German got? Mechanized assault, the good old workhorse mechanized assault. Close air support. Everybody seems to love that because you get to drop in your supplies. And then elite troops. Not a lot of surprise there. And as you can see, neither of these. Let's look at the bulletins. What a fucking static game, by the way. Nobody has shot at each other for like 20 years. Conscripts and Grenadiers increased accuracy, Grenadier rifle cooldown, Teller mines and field mines cost less. Where's the Teller mines? There's the Teller mines. Infantry sections. Definitely not tipping your hand there. The cool thing about bulletins, I hate everything about them except for the fact that you can sort of fake your opponent out if you choose bulletins that don't mean anything. But half the time I feel like nobody's even looking at the fucking bulletins, and who knows. So it doesn't matter. So that's how the armored car worked. And that's how that armored car... Oh my god, that was perfect. Poetic justice. Jesus Christ, the mortar's coming in hot and heavy on these things. Oh, look, we have a forward assembly. Okay, that's not so bad. It's... Oh, shit. That thing's dead. What is this? It's a retreat point or a engineer thing. Oh, so it's basically just a German bunker that you can get machine guns out of. Improves the durability. Oh, fuck, he picked this thing. That guy's got, like, a beard? I want to see a larger picture of this little man down here. He looks like fucking Raskolnikov or something. What the fuck is going on there? So the British player has yet to realize that mortars are gonna fall on people. Where the fuck have all the infantry sections gone? They're all fucking dead. Again, no, that one got wiped out by the mortar in the middle. And then maybe there are only ever 2. Yeah, I think there were only ever 2. So that's the end of the infantry sections. That's really bad. This thing's cool. I don't know why the fuck you would build this when your opponent has 2 goddamn mortars. What the hell has gotten into the British player's head? There is no way in a million years this thing is going to fucking work. It's just going to get bombarded until it dies. But I guess the idea is if you go this doctrine, it's very strong. Well, it doesn't matter because we can't tell the mortars are bombarding other things. I guess here's how it can work. The German player still doesn't have any machine guns. And so that means the mortars can get just fucking pushed off by the infantry. This is hilarious. This is the weird-ass game. And keep in mind the British player is very good, so clearly the German player is good if Automatch put them up against each other. How bizarre is this fucking video game? Are they bombarding here? I wish we could see. We'll see in a sec. Yep, they're bombarding here. This could get ugly. Luckily these guys are moving.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
And these have stopped. How many kills do they have? 7 on this one and 3 on that one. So they've already pretty much paid for themselves. 10 what's it called? 10 infantry, and what's it cost to reinforce? I have no idea. It's like 20 something. So it's 230, so that's like half a mortar. I don't know. There's certainly oh, medical supplies. Okay, so for a second I thought this was upgraded in some sort of medic thing too. Although it's troops can reinforce. No, but they can't heal. Jesus, another mortar. Oh man. What a weird game. This is, I'm watching fucking Opposing Fronts here, the expansion for the original Company Heroes that fucked everything up because the British would just build a lot of buildings, and it was awful, and what was Relic thinking? So here's a minefield, by the way. Where'd the Royal Engineers go? Oh, that's them. Oh, I just didn't see them somehow in the upper right. I don't know what's wrong with me. So this thing's done. Now it's gonna shoot. I'm excited. Oh, but the mortar's already moving. A very prescient,
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
prescient German player. A prescient Prussian. Ha, that's funny. So this guy's going fucking, or this girl, princess, is going fucking all in on the emplacements. This despite there being 2 mortars to deal with. Really fighting fire with fire, where in this case, I guess we're fighting fire pits with fire pits. Jeez, it's just gonna be explosions central. Explosions in the— oh, don't camp next to the teller mine, you fucking idiot. He laid this like 20 minutes ago and he forgot. Don't do this. Why would you— this makes me angry. So now these mines are blowing up. Oh, he's getting out. Wow, what a static game. I'm perversely enjoying this for how Uncompany Heroes this is. Oh god, I'm just waiting for that teller mine. So anyway, we've picked the Elite Troops Doctrine. The German, I guess, deciding to pick away at long range with G43s. The building can get veterancy impressively. Let's see, forward assembly is enabling access to garrison support. So I don't really know how these things work. I guess the idea is you put a thing in there and they work better, but in this case, if this thing is there, you don't have to put a thing in there. The garrison bonus is the mortars can both fire faster. I guess it's 2 mortars, so we are up to a total of 4 mortars. It's been upgraded with the fancy things. What else does it have? Hold fire, counter battery. Oh, this might actually be useful for once in the entire history of Company Heroes franchise. No, I don't think anybody's ever used counter battery, ever. I saw it once on a Hummel in the original Company Heroes, Opposing Fronts. And then never again. Nobody ever uses it. It's a mystery. I wonder how you could make that ability useful. Maybe if it could, instead of trying to fire back at stuff, which invariably never works, that must have been grenade wiping out the Royal Engineer Squad. Rifle grenade shot, killed them all. So they have stun grenades and rifle grenades, and they went for the rifle grenade, and that turned out to have been a very good choice. Oh man. Yeah, this is just hilarious for how little is happening. Meow, meow, boom. Wow, that hit the guy, but nothing happened. Meow, boom, boom. What's happening here? This is a good time to do your taxes, or to do something else. How long is this game going to go on? Take your bets now. Make your bets now. Make the bets and I'll take the bets. Post down in the comment. Pause the video. Here, I'll help you. Pause the video. We're at 15. Oh fuck! If you write a comment, you'll see on YouTube how long the video is. Well, so that won't work. Hazard removal package complete. Great. Has this teller mine blown up yet? No. Okay, because the mortar's not near it. That's good. Don't keep your mortars near teller mines, folks. So what do these guys do? Do they repair things? Why would you ever... Oh, they also repair damaged buildings in the area. Jesus, this is going to be fucking impervious. It's literally SimCity. Oh no, and there's another one. I don't know if I can take this. I might commit suicide by the end of this. If you want to scroll to the end of the video and see if I'm still talking or if I've shuffled off this mortal coil, then be my guest. But I'm just saying someone's going to upload this, so if you see it uploaded, I think you can pretty much know I'm alive. Or somebody else posthumously. Well, actually my computer doesn't have a password on it, so posthumously it would be very easy to upload this, but they'd have to bother rendering it out in virtual dub, which is a pain in the ass. My i3 processor, I feel like, so I bought, it's a 2120, which is not the cheapest i3 that was available back when I built this computer like 7 years ago. It's more than 7 years ago, I think. I don't know, whenever I built this computer. It's the second cheapest i3. In retrospect, maybe I should have shelled out like more money because I render all these videos for YouTube and it takes fucking forever. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I should buy a new computer, and other times I'm like, that costs money, so don't do it. So that's what it's like to be Jewish. How's the mortar doing? 4 kills so far, which is enough for Vet 1, which gets you a creeping smoke barrage. Should call it a creepy smoke barrage, which you would use to make spooky special effects for your spooky Halloween music videos with Michael Jackson turning into a werewolf. Because it's the Thriller nights. No one's gonna save you when the beast's about to strike. What a great album. Will anything ever surpass Thriller? Don't answer that, you don't have to. Obviously not. So double vet on both these mortars. What do they get? Improved shell accuracy and rate of fire. That's just what everybody wants to see. God, these Royal Engineers are fucking going ham. Talking about ham. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to get the cutoff. How many people can shoot when they have the Minesweeper? I think it's 4. Well, I mean, 4 when there's a 5-man squad. Yeah, it looks like just the one dude with the Minesweeper. So that's not really a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. This is a brave anti-tank gun when there's these mortars around. I don't know. Maybe the plan is, look, bait the German mortars because I got my fucking... Oof, this landed on those grenadiers. What do you get at Vet 2? Reduce the time between barrages. Oh god, be still my beating heart. I guess the plan is to have enough tempting stuff around here for the German mortars to fire, so then this thing can fire back. I want to see counter barrage used, though. That would make me happy. Also, the plan is to hold off the Panzer IV, because I'm a fucking idiot, and I didn't realize that the Panzer IV would obviously be attacking this if the AT gun weren't there. So, if you said that inside your head when I was, like, fucking pontificating about this thing, then congratulations. You can be your very own shoutcaster. Oh, Jesus Christ. The German, or the British player has had a stroke and is just repeating the last action she took before she had the stroke. So she built one of these and then one of these, then she's going to build one of these slightly to the right. The next pair will be right here. There's mines too. There's just fucking sandbags everywhere. I don't even know what's going on. It's a really good thing there's nothing sharp nearby, because I'd be splitting my wrists, and it's a really good thing there's nothing alcoholic nearby, because I'd be fucking drinking, even though it's not time to drink according to my phone. So that's good. There's just so many mines here. There's teller mines. These are bad people mines, German mines. Slowly, okay, actually, if we take the last, I don't know, 10 minutes and compress them into 10 seconds, actually a lot of stuff has happened. Notice the German has very slowly and steadily, although now it's being undone, encroached upon the Allied territory. He's having a tough time. Also, we have a machine gun built, but he's having a tough time. Oh, this is exciting. No, it's not going to be exciting in a second. is going to immediately pull out.
A supply line.
AT gun doing pretty well versus the Panzer IV, which is what you could expect. This German squad is... Oh no, that seemed like it was the Vickers. That's really, really good range. That's ludicrous range. I think it was the Vickers. It couldn't have been anything else. Whatever it was, it had range far in excess of what any mortal human being should have access to in this video game. I mean, it's already crazy that the tanks and the AT guns can shoot like 20 screens across. Whatever fucking small arms fire killed that guy, I say it is excessive, and even the German base is getting fucking bombarded. So I don't know, German just doesn't have the fuel income to like fucking knock it out of the park with vehicles, because this map is just split right down the middle. That's how Langerskaya works. It's a pretty good map like that. So I think the German's gonna have some serious trouble unless... Oh no, okay, so I need to get my head in the game, need to get my shit together, put it in a... Oh no, it's another mortar. This game is literally driving me insane, which is why I'm not casting at the top of my ability, okay? That's my excuse for not realizing there's a Panzer IV being built, because I was gonna say that the German player needs to get some sort of like critical mass of tanks or something to just fucking bum rush the show. That was tough without the massive fuel income, but the fairly low fuel was a result of having just built Panzer IV. And ludicrously, it seems like the German mortar bombardments are thinning out the herd a little bit. It's a good thing these guys don't have grenade or something, because the British players' infantry always seems to be slightly depleted from full. Are these guys gonna go? Clearly they're not gonna go down, because these guys just have SMGs. I'm surprised the Panzer IV isn't being... Neither of the Panzer... What are they gonna do? What are we gonna have? What is gonna happen? This is... Guys, I can't even. I already said I couldn't even, but I really for sure can't even. There's no possibility of even. And the British player has clearly done this like 20 times before, because she's like super prepared. She's got 2 sets of mines here, and one of those Panzer IVs is already bumfucked. And the AT gun repositioning. The British player distracted for a moment, so she doesn't realize her Royal Engineers are getting killed, but it doesn't matter because those mortars are going to follow it up. So now do we have a Saving Private Ryan thing going on? Oh, we did! I guess these guys were going to try and save Private Ryan. There's 2 AT guns. I don't know. What in the motherfucking Christ? So I was expecting a sort of Saving Private Ryan thing to come repair this thing deep behind enemy lines. Looks like that's not going to happen, because they're not mines, but British really lucky she's not running into any of these anti-infantry mines, by the way, and now that the mortars are retasked to shoot, it's going to wipe out a lot of the anti-infantry. This entire fucking thing is a minefield. Oh my god, keep moving. Oh, it is still moving, but it's probably fucked. Wow, what a weird situation. This is, oh, what are you doing? Why would you do this? What in the Sam hell has made you think this is I'm just gonna watch this until they all die. The Panzer IV died, and the other one's at half fucking health, I guess, is trying to save his brothers. Look at these people just pacing back and forth. Oh god, the humanity! Thank god we have a retreat. Before the next shells land. That was such a bad idea. Clearly these players are good, because this player is good and the other player got matched up against this player, but holy fuck, don't do that with your mortars. That's worse than putting them up by the teller mines. So, I mean, British player has clearly done this strategy before, because those 2 mines at the entrance to the base saved her a lot of heartache. If those Panzer IVs had wiped out the base, I guess that the game would have ended. That's how it works, I think. No, it doesn't work like that. You don't get a HQ victory, right? You can call in people to repair the thing. I don't even fucking know. What is this upgraded to? We can get a Comet tank. So, British player definitely teching, using all the fuel. Not using all the fuel. There's 260 floating, but still teching for sure. Oh, what are these guys? Stormtroopers. The Stormtrooper icon is, I'm assuming, historically correct, because that's the only reason the icon would be that stupid. It's like a fucking little Pillsbury Doughboy stuck with a cross, crucified like Jesus. So it's sacrilegious too. Pretty insane. I'm losing my mind. I'm literally losing my mind, folks. This game this game. Ugh. You can even repair this thing? That's hilarious. Oh boy. I don't know what to do. So let's start talking about what the German player could have done. Instead of building 2 mortars almost immediately, maybe get some more mobile stuff and take over more of the map before the British player sets up shop. Or once you have the 2 mortars,
Enemy threatening a capture point.
I don't know, bombard 24/7. It was a little while till this mortar pit got up. I don't know. It would have been nice to see a machine gun or something earlier than like the 15-minute mark, which is when it came out. Would be nice to see the machine gun used for more than what it's currently being used for. It's got like a kill. I think more aggression from the German player would have been pretty helpful. Although I do like the sort of massive minefield that has been entirely swept up by the Royal Engineers. That's pretty cool stuff. Do we see counter barrage? No. Again, in the history of the universe, no one's ever used that. This thing is just getting pummeled, which I love to see. Unfortunately, the Vickers makes it out, and unfortunately, this thing eats a shell. What's happening over here? Interesting that the, I guess there's another squad of Grenadiers there. So the Grenadiers winning that fight, because at long range, I guess the G43 is not so bad. Still no counter barrage. These things are firing now, which means somebody chucked a fucking thingy. No, actually, I don't think anybody had to chuck a fucking thingy. I think you can just shoot. Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Is that actual... Oh, these things counter barrage. That's impressive. I don't think squiffy is an actual slang word. I think Relic made that up so they wouldn't have to use copyrighted slang words like poofy or blokey or jammy. I bet jammy is a word. Comet tank, great. Also Snickers colored with a good target on the top. Never really understood why the British used targets as their camouflage, but I'm sure Wikipedia's got an article on it. Look at all this shit that the German player has to effectively no avail. Has managed to cap the center VP. How, I know not, because when there's 2 mortar pits this fucking close and a trench, it just seems spellbinding to me that infantry would ever get close enough to cap 2 Vet 3 mortars, by the way. Improves max range. Well, that's helpful. Now you can bombard from your base while you're getting bombarded in your base. We heard you like mortars, so we put mortars near your mortars. You can mortar the mortars while the mortars mortar your mortars. Oh god, what's even happening? I should stop saying what's even happening. So now we're getting 2 Panzer IVs, still just the 1 AT gun for the British. I think some, had the Panzer IVs not gone on this fucking... Look, they're back. Had the Panzer IVs not gone on the silly base attack in the first place, I think things would have looked a lot better. There's honestly, like, fuck all anti-tank for the British, and the mines are only to defend the base. None of the mines are here, so now that the Comet's out, things are very much complicated. But immediately when the German got those 2 tanks, I would like to see him just fucking bum rush the show, get right in there, and demolish these things, because Lord knows nothing else is going to do the job. The Pack 40s certainly can't, because they're going to get mortared into oblivion. Bad news having all this stuff by your mortars, because it means the counter battery fire from the British HQ can hit you. I think the only way to get these things to fire is to counter battery, unless you throw the little infantry section grenades. So that means don't put your mortars by your other stuff, because that's going to eat it from the British thing. And look, it's another trench. It's just two identical sim cities. This Comet, I'm not sure using it aggressively like this is the play. I know I'm Mr. Aggression, but you gotta figure the Germans got something ready to go. If it's just the 2 Panzer IVs, you're in trouble, but it turns out it's the 2 Panzer IVs and the Pack, and the 2 Pack 40s, so that's a complete waste of the British thing. So I admire the spunk and the moxie and the grit and the determination, but I mean, clearly you're the passive player in this arrangement, so why ruin a good thing? You got a good thing going. Don't fuck it up. But now the Panzer IVs are going to have free reign. There is still the AT gun, and it looks like we're getting a replacement Comet. But until then, it would be nice to see the German player look into his pants, find his balls, and launch some sort of attack. I like how the G43s leave the line through the air. It'd be nice if that were reserved for snipers, but you know, whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. There's just too many mortars, too many mortar shells falling for my tastes. Things are just it's popping. I made some popcorn yesterday because I want to watch Elevator to the Gallows, like an old French film. But I was watching it on Filmstruck, which is this thing in beta right now. It's where all the Criterion Collection and Turner Classic Movies are going to be streaming. Because I guess they're going to take them off of Hulu, which is a pain in the ass because I've been doing all my searching on Bing to get a bunch of reward points to get a bunch of free Hulu Plus so I can watch Criterion Collection films on Hulu. And right when I fucking redeemed all my reward points for like 12 free months of Hulu Plus, they decided they're gonna fucking switch over to this thing called Filmstruck. So I signed up for the Filmstruck beta, which is free. I figured why not, to see how it works, and I decided to watch the first movie on it yesterday, Elevator to the Gallows, and then 30 minutes in, it starts getting like choppy or whatever. It's dropping frames or some shit, because Filmstruck, I guess, is in beta. It doesn't have his shit together, and so eventually it got bad enough that I just stopped watching the movie. Wow, that's terrible. You gotta face your front armor, buddy. Does this thing give sight? No, obviously not. Okay, good. That would be awful. So I fucking quit watching Elevator to the Gallows halfway through, as while the guy was still in the elevator. So don't spoil that for me in the comments. Yeah, the time to attack is not when, number one, there's a brand new Comet tank, and number two, you just lost your buddy. That's literally, out of all the times that the German player has had to attack in this video game, that's literally the worst. Instead, use your pack. Oh Jesus! Instead use your packs to hold off the Comet. Please reface them to hold off the Comet. I guess Comet launching some smoke there. Oh Jesus! This is artillery, right? Where'd it come from? Oh, it's this precision barrage. Oh, the humanity! The humanity! I can't take it. Oh, the other Panzer IV goes down. At least one of the packs survives, so there's still a glimmer of hope for the German player. This machine gun is being a hero, but it's only a matter of time till the mortars zero in on it and its curtains. The tank fires at the hedge. Run and you're dead, new guy. There is no new guy. I guess there's a new guy manning the machine gun. He didn't last very long. Oh god. German player can still win this if you look at the units that the British player has. There's not a lot, but it's just looking pretty dicey because attacking into this is not fun.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to take one of our
On a
points.
scale of 1 to 10, it's like slicing your finger with a vegetable peeler, which I also did the other day. It's healing pretty well. I was peeling coconut. Opened up a coconut the other day. You take a coconut and you just fucking wail on it with a hammer.
Finished.
I think there's easier ways, but I haven't figured them out yet. I've subscribed to some Nigerian lady on YouTube. I think it's called like Only Nigerian Recipes or Every Nigerian Recipes or Always Nigerian Recipes. Some sort of superlative Nigerian recipes YouTube channel. And she opens coconuts with the back of an axe, but I don't have an axe. I don't carry axes around, so I can't use her coconut technique. I hope you're watching deriving as much. Okay, that thing's dead. Deriving as much enjoyment from this bizarre spectacle as I am. Maybe I just haven't watched enough British games. Maybe a lot of them degenerate in this sort of weird thing. But this is new for me, folks. Around when the British forces came out, I was like, whatever. And then later, I quit Cup of Heroes 2. And so now I've just come back, and this is just so weird. Like, look at this fucking tiger. It's colored like a tiger. Like, how ironic is that? You know, the tiger with the tiger stripes? My lord, a tank's been lost. Good golly. How in the world could a tiger tank take out our tank? Who would have ever thunk it? So somehow, I don't know how, the German player has been conserving squads fairly impressively under this, like, intense barrage. All the Grenadier squads are dead. That one died, and I don't know when the others died. The Tiger down to half health, but there's 2 Pioneer squads. And these mortars just have 9 fucking lives, because these 13 kills, 15 kills, 5 kills, what a weird video game. And this thing's braced, because the tiger showed up. So I guess you have to brace it for like 20 seconds or something, and then when it wears off, you can't brace it for a little while. Okay, so that's how that works. I'm just talking to myself. That's all I ever do in these shoutcasts. I just talk to myself while these things happen. The stormtroopers, despite having been on the field for like a million years, haven't done anything, it seems like. I want to click on them and see how many kills they have. Wow, they look weird when they run. That guy just can't decide whether to hold on to it with one hand or two. 0 kills. 0 kills, 0 veterancy, 0 anything. What a weird game. I just can't... I can't even say that I can't handle it anymore. This thing, oh, it's a Sherman Firefly with the fucking rockets. Those are cheap-ass looking rockets. The texture not very good on them. I need a new computer. I was looking at the prices for GTX 1060s today because they just released the 3 gigabyte version. Maybe I'll buy that. I don't know. They still seem a little more expensive than they should be because they're usually out of stock. So I'm not going to upgrade my computer for a while till those things are cheaper. I've been thinking about building a brand new one, but I said that early in this cast, so.
Enemy down to 200 points.
Enemy down to 200 points. I'm almost falling asleep. This is exciting and not exciting at the same time. It's very perplexing. I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now. I can't describe the emotions using words. The closest I can get is with dance, but it's not going to translate very well to a shoutcast because I don't have a webcam hooked up. So really, you have to feel your own emotions about what's happening right now and substitute them for mine, because maybe you're feeling what I'm feeling. It's so weird. This thing is just fucking there, and there's a train. Okay, finally they get out. I was like, how long are you gonna fucking stay there? What do you think is gonna happen? It's like, I don't know. I guess the idea is to deny this fuel for as long as possible, which is kind of a noble goal. You do want to deny that fuel because the German player is on +1 fuel income. At this point, I guess it doesn't matter because it's just gonna be the Tiger burning bright, and that's gonna be it. But just what in the world? What in the sim? Hellish. That squad is down. That was a Pioneer squad. Stormtroopers finally gonna get some work done. Oh, no, they retreat. Oh, they got a kill at one point. The Stormtroopers could be immediately annihilated by mortars. This is like the slowest Tiger Blitz of all time. Stormtroopers not recapping that thing. That'll be for the machine gun. I don't know why the Tiger was reversing into the Firefly. This could be a golden opportunity for both players. If you can wipe out the Firefly, things will look good. If you can wipe out the Tiger, obviously things will be fantastic. That was, I think, deliberate. Of course, there's the pack here, and the thought was that the pack will own, and it did! I was about to say very disappointing performance by the pack. Normally those destroy Fireflies, but turns out no. But it also turns out this is awful. The machine gun, oh, maybe gonna squish these people? That'd be nice. I guess it's just gonna hightail it, no time to worry about squish. It's gonna die, I'm calling it right now, it's fucking dead. And it is. Doesn't even get to go out of control on the squad because it hits the little thing, so that's... I don't know, I'd stay in it if I were the Germans, because you can buy a Panzer IV right now with what you've got. And that's exactly what the German does. Good. I like the fighting spirit. I like how this German player, not as aggressive as I would have liked in general, but clearly not a quitter. Quitters are for losers, and losers are for quitters, and quitters are losers, and that's the only pack left, and it's Vet 2 all the way with 2 people in the corner, so this might be really bad. How long do we have left on the Panzer IV? How fast does it build? It doesn't tell us. Okay. Does it tell us if we hover over here? No, there's no way to find the information we need. Anyways, it's building. It's 3/4 of the way done. It's 4/5 of the way done. It's 5/6 of the way done. It's 6/7 of the way done. It's 8/9 of the way done. It's 9/10 of the way done. It's only at 10% is about to pop out of the thing. So I may have overcalled it. It's very hard to see the building progress because this video game is just awful in many ways. But it's finally here. Hooray! Hooray! It's here to save the day. Is it going to be able to save the day? One of the mortars is down. And yes, it is. It's here to save the day. So the question now is the comment, does it go out in a blaze of glory trying to wipe all these infantry squads, or does it run the fuck away? Turns out it doesn't have to choose, because it actually wipes that thing while it's retreating. And the benefits of having some nice armor on this AA chassis become apparent because the Panzer IV is not doing anything. Wow. That's a striking plot twist, and now the AT gun is killing the Panzer IV. So this is going to be the end for the Germans. I'd probably call it after this. Yep, he's not even trying. And I fucking called it, because he called it, and we get to pause, thankfully, in quiet. I don't know what determines whether there's noise at the end of a replay or not. I think if it ends naturally, if it dies a natural death, the noise keeps playing. But if it's like aborted or something, it goes quiet. And I like it when it's quiet, because I'm an old man. Wow, I don't even think there's anything to add to this game. So the lesson here, be a bit more aggressive, I think, as the Germans. That base rush was an interesting idea, but didn't pay off because there were mines there. I'm not sure if it would have paid off if there weren't mines there. Just really go on in. Maybe scout it first to see what's there. It turns out there's just one AT gun. British, meanwhile, I can't even begin to say things to the British because fucking Princess of Camelot. Maybe that's some sort of pun about having built a bunch of buildings because she's building up a castle. Bye.